I think proof of work is fine. If you try to measure the amount of energy banks use out of the buildings, the downtowns, to manage $1 trillion asset, there's no other more efficient way. The banks spend way more energy on electricity alone. No, I don't think we solved the layer one problem. It's like the internet, right? So it's like cable companies. Have we solved the cable company problems? I don't think so. Not even today. We can still get faster speed. We can get 10x faster. I still have to wait for hours to download stuff. Well, not hours. It depends on a long time to download stuff. We still don't have like full 4K, 5K, 40K, 400K, high fidelity virtual environments. All of this stuff we still don't have. So the capacity of the infrastructure can always increase. So we move from telephones to cables to fiber. We can still move more. 5G is coming, or 5G is mostly here. There will be 6G. So we're not done. Well, I'll say it this way. I think today I don't see one blockchain solving all layer one problems today. To be honest, if layer one is really good, we shouldn't need layer twos, right? So we should be handling like 100 million transactions per second. Then we probably don't need layer twos for a while. And we're nowhere close to that, even including BNB chain. I wouldn't go for the most promising. I would actually go chase the hardest problem, which today I think is the wallet. I think that's the main blocker for mass adoption, for DeFi adoption. So today, DeFi protocols are fine. They're very easy to use. You connect your wallet for the people who know how to use their wallet. Then you just trade. It's order book. It's very simple. No KYC, no AML. It's very simple. But today, most people cannot store their private keys securely. The wallets require them to be technical. Your computer cannot get a virus. If your computer gets a virus, there's all kinds of problems that will happen. You will lose your money. If you lose your computer, you have to have a backup. And now that backup needs to be encrypted. Most people don't know how to do that properly. Most people today still prefer using an email, a password, and call customer support. They still want to use a centralized exchange. I'll tell you something, to be honest, Binance.com is the biggest bridge, right? So because when you want to move from one asset from one blockchain to another, guess what? The easiest way is to deposit into Binance, trade to the other coin, withdraw on the other blockchain. I think cross-chain is very important, but it's a difficult problem to solve. But I think over time that will get better. But from my perspective, I don't think that's the most urgent problem, I don't think that's the highest impact problem to solve. I think the wallet problem is the bigger blocker for mass adoption, for DeFi. There's the centralized businesses, which will have to be fully compliant. There's no other way. And they will have to strictly observe sanction rules, implement them fully. That's the centralized businesses. And the centralized businesses will have to implement sanction list, including addresses that are on the sanction list. When those kind of rules become more and more strict, I think Binance, we probably would not run an Ethereum validator. There's not a whole lot of benefit. So then the government can chase those other guys who are running validators. They can classify those as centralized businesses if they want to. So I think for Binance.com, we're busy with getting our regulatory licenses, etc. I think proof of work is fine. This whole Bitcoin is using too much energy is just complete misinformation and misconceptions. It's just because we can measure the amount of energy that Bitcoin uses. If you try to measure the amount of energy banks use out of the buildings, the downtowns, to manage $1 trillion asset, there's no other more efficient way. The banks spend way more energy on electricity alone. And then all these buildings, all these trucks moving like gold, all the security guards, they hire all these people. The expense they used to manage those assets are much higher than Bitcoin. DeFi itself is totally fine. The concept works. Uniswap still running, PancakeSwap still running, and they have risks which are clearly identified. There's one way, impermanent loss. Fantastic wording for it. They work. There are known risks, and most people understand it. We paused trading for Luna, and guess what? We got a lot of complaints from users who wants to buy it. And we said, look, we deem this as high risk. They said, look, you're the platform. You should provide access. You don't tell us what to buy, what not to buy. If you prevent us from trading it, then you're causing risk for us because the price may move on other platforms. We're like, do you know Luna is being printed at exponential rates? There's now like 1,000x more Luna than there were like a couple of days ago. They're like, yeah, we understand that. We can handle the loss of money, but you can't stop us from trading. So you get all kind of different, perspectives. So we only pause trading when the blockchain stopped functioning.
Yeah.
Right. So there's no deposit withdrawals anyway. So, but we learned is that the best protection is to always provide a neutral market. As a platform, once we list something, it's actually very hard to stop trading of it. Especially during volatility times, we need to make sure our systems are up, our trading is all functioning.
Yeah.
The other side about protecting users is education. We need to make sure that the information disclosure is full. We added pop-up warnings about risks. This is a high-risk asset. Confirm you want to trade it. Confirm again. Confirm a third time, and take a quiz. And okay, fine. It's been a hard battle for sure. It takes a lot of work. And I've been flying around meeting with the regulators, but I think we've seen the results. The results are also quite obvious. I'll give you a couple examples, right? So last year in July, Italy, Consob, issued a consumer warning with Binance name on it, saying we're not licensed to operate in the country. Guess what? By May this year, so less than 10 months, they give us a registration. So that's Spain, same thing. France, no previous warning, but no licenses either. With the first license in France. And today, Binance is the most licensed international global exchange. We have France, Italy, Spain, Sweden, Dubai, Bahrain, Abu Dhabi, and we also have 46 state licenses in the United States. So there's a misconception before that saying if you get regulated, you're going to lose users. And there's also the other misconception saying that Binance become the most popular because we were not regulated. Guess what? We're not the most regulated one and the most popular. Yeah. For me personally, I don't think it changed very much. I'm still the same guy. I actually don't think we are super big or anything like that. We're influential in the crypto market, but crypto market is very small, right? So we're still we're like a bigger fish in a small pond on the crypto side. And I'm fine without all of that. I actually don't care. I don't care about the rankings. I don't care about money, but I care about that. I know that this job is this work is very meaningful.